Hello traders and welcome in a new daily market analysis video. Today is the 31st of May and this video is brought to you by the market research team at Pure Prime. Let's have a quick look on the markets today. Basically, the opening for this week yesterday was on a softer tone due to the US holiday for the Memorial Day. So basically today the trading with higher volatility starts. Let's have a quick look on the economic agenda and what do we expect as per the technical analysis. This will be discussed in today's video. Please stay tuned. Starting with the economic agenda for today, the last day of May, basically, around 1 hour ago, we had numbers for the inflation from the Eurozone. We can see here the CPI or the Consumer Price Index for the month of May on a yearly basis, basically was way higher than the previous reading as well as higher than the forecast. So basically, the expectations were around 7.7% year over year, and it came around 8.1%. Will this basically encourage the ECB to a more hawkish tone? This is basically what we will need to watch during the coming days. When it comes to the statements and the meetings for the ECB. Going forward, we also have the GDP as well as the ECB consumer confidence from both the Canadian economy and the US economy. And basically today we have the EU Leader Summit that starts today and extends for a couple of days. So we'll need to watch closely any statements that might affect or might be related to the geopolitical tensions happening basically in Ukraine and how this will affect the markets. Let's have a quick look on the technical analysis and the charts. Basically, I would like to have a long-term view on the dollar index, because basically what is happening at the moment on the weekly time frame is quite interesting. We had this supply zone just around the levels of 103.50 that we mentioned in previous videos, the daily videos. Basically, we had this brilliant upward move for the dollar index. We broke above this supply zone. We reached the levels of 105. However, watch what happened after this upward move. We had this brilliant engulfing candlestick printed on the weekly time frame, and basically this breakout turned out so far to be a false breakout to the upside. So basically, this shifts the medium-term bias from being long to basically short, because this false break basically means that we will be having a more extended correction to the downside. So basically on the dollar index, on the short and the medium term, any upward move, any correction to the upside should be a good opportunity to short, especially that we are having this on the daily time frame. A series of higher highs and higher lows. However, we started to create a new lower low. So basically, we might expect on the daily time frame a new lower high that basically should be a very good opportunity to short on the daily time frame. And looking forward also on the 4-hour time frame, we can see here, although we are bearish and although we are having this downward trend on the 4-hour time frame, we can still see a bullish divergence on the momentum indicators. So the dollar basically might be having a correction to the upside soon. We might reach the levels of 102.60 and 102.70 one more time. However, in my humble opinion, this basically should be a good opportunity to short the dollar index. Going forward and having a look on the gold trading, basically we are still trading below the key resistance 1877, which is basically very important on the daily time frame. This is typically a bearish trend or a downward trend, a series of lower highs and lower lows. So basically, as long as we're trading below the 1877, basically the goal is to be shorted on the short and the medium time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, we can see here it is trying to form what seems to be a top formation. And having also broken below the upward trend on the very short time frame, this basically should be a good opportunity to short. However, a more conservative approach would be to wait for a break below 1840 on the 4-hour time frame. Going forward and having a look on the US crude oil, On the daily time frame, we can see a break above the key supply zone of 115.50 that we mentioned. And basically on the medium time frame, as long as we are trading above the 115.50, any downward move should be a good opportunity to short the US crude oil. Any downward move should be a good opportunity to buy the US crude oil and target the highs around the 124.70 roughly. That was all for today's daily market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for another videos. Please stay safe.